Good evening. Today we have Mudit sir with us. He is the promoter of JB Laminations, and I myself and Akriti are a part of the Sovereign team. We are starting a new series where we are like meeting the promoters of companies and trying to make people understand the business models. And yeah, this is the new series. So today we have JB Laminations. Their IPO is going to start on 27th of August. So yes, we'll just start by asking Udit sir that could you please introduce yourself as in your background? That'll be better.
So I'm an engineer. I did my BTech from JP Institute in Noida. Then I did my Master of Science in Engineering Management from Columbia University in New York. So right after that, I joined the business, and since the last 12 years, I'm here in the business.
Great, great. Udit sir, could you just provide a small insight about you and the business and your journey as an entrepreneur about how things started for you and JB Laminations?
Right. So our company started in 1988. So it's a 35-year-old manufacturing setup. My father has been working in this company since 1988, and I joined the business in 2012. So essentially, it has been 20. It has been 12 years for me as well. So I have seen my father has seen ups and downs in the business. I have seen ups and downs. We slowly and gradually, started exporting in 1995. Before that, we were supplying to customers pan India, and after that, there were many milestones during my period also. Uh, as an entrepreneur, I feel happy that now we are going for listing, and we are looking forward to the new journey.
Fair enough. So, like, sir, as we know that your products are used in the power sector, and so could you please explain that where exactly lamination sheets are used, and in a very simplified manner for our viewers to understand that what is the business we are currently catering in?
Right. So if you understand the power sector, basically होता क्या है, power generation जहाँ पर होती है, that is called a power generation source, which can be say a thermal power station, or it can be from renewable sources like solar and wind. So वहां से पावर को ट्रांसमिट एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए टिल द कंजम्पशन साइड इज हाउस होल्ड्स, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेटअप्स वेयर दे नीड द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, वहां
Right.
तक ट्रांसमिट एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए यू नीड ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स. So as small as distribution transformers and as large as power transformers. So for each and every power and distribution transformer, there is a very vital component of that transformer called the core of
Hmm.
the transformer. And most typically, these cores are made of cold rolled grain oriented electrical steel. This is a very specialized form of steel, and this is the steel that we process, and it comes in the form of sheets which are called laminations. So we process them according to customer designs, and we supply to transformer manufacturers so that they can make transformers and supply to their end customers.
Got it. Got it. So, who are our customers and which are the geographies that we are currently catering to? Like, how much? And like, this is my first question. Then I have one more question on the same lines.
Okay. So, as I said, all kinds of transformer manufacturers would be our customers. So, power and distribution transformers, जो कोई भी बनाता है इंडिया में, pan India as well as in foreign countries, they would be our potential customers. And end customers such as Power Grid, PGCL is somebody who buys the transformers.
And I
And
think I had read in your DRHP also that you are approved vendor of Power Grid, right?
correct. We are approved vendor for Power Grid. Power Grid has a specific condition that they buy only from vendors who are approved by them. So
Got it.
they are regularly audited and approved by Power Grid.
And how much percent हम लोग export कितना करते होंगे of our total
So
sales?
currently our export is around 14-15%,
Okay,
and we will focus on exports also in the near future.
got it. And as you told that Power Grid is one of your customers. So what is the like client concentration? Like what is the percentage of revenue for our top 10 customers, our top 5 customers?
So top 10 customers contribute to approximately 57% currently, and top 5 customers contribute to about 40-45%, 40%, I think, roughly. And
So got
in
it.
the last few years, we have ensured that there is good diversification of client mix, and because of that, we have a good range of clients today.
So there is less client concentration as in currently
Correct. Correct.
due to you getting approvals from Power Grid. That also helps that other customers, try to then rope in as a supplier, you as a supplier.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Power Grid gives you a lot of brand value in the market, because if you're Power Grid approved, then obviously customers understand that the supplier is quality conscious, so they would also come to us for their requirements.
Badhiya, sir. So, what is the current capacity of our company? And like I think you're operating at 84% capacity utilization, jitna maine padha. So,
Correct.
like, what is the current capacity of your company?
So currently we are working at around 10 to 11,000 tons of capacity, and
Great.
capacity utilization, as you pointed out, is about 83-84% currently, and we are slowly and gradually moving towards higher capacity installation. So we have two units. One is in Noida, the other is in Greater Noida. In the Greater Noida factory, we have additional land where we have now constructed a new shed, new facility, and there we are in the process of installing new machineries that will be used to increase the capacity.
And so, what would be the capacity addition in unit two? Like what would be the percentage?
So it would be ranging between 60 to 70% increase in capacity.
So that is total 10 11,000 in the current capacity plus 7 more, so 18
Correct.
19,000. Okay,
Correct.
great,
Correct.
great.
Absolutely.
Got it. And so could you please explain the total TAM इंडिया का क्या है, क्योंकि आजकल पावर सेक्टर बहुत बूम चल रहा है और गवर्नमेंट भी सुपर पुश दे रहा है. सो एक बार हमारे जैसे प्लेयर्स के लिए कितना बड़ा टोटल एड्रेसेबल मार्केट होगा और व्हाट कुड बी द परसेंटेज मार्केट शेयर दैट what is the current market share that we enjoy in the organized market, because I feel that the unorganized market is also pretty big. सो हमारा कितना शेयर होगा और आपको एज एन ओवरऑल टैम कितना समझता है, बिकॉज वॉट एवर वी आर रीडिंग एज इन्वेस्टर्स और एनालिस्ट के पावर सेक्टर को तो जो बूम मिल रहा है, एवरीवन इज जस्ट आइंग टुवर्ड्स दैट. सो
Right.
इफ दैट यू कुड गिव अ फ्लेवर अबाउट दैट देन इट विल बी ग्रेट.
So मैं इतना बोलूंगा कि गवर्नमेंट हैज our Indian government has very aggressive and ambitious plans related to power generation and transmission. We come under the category of power transmission and distribution. So
यस.
if there is increase in generation, which is expected, 2030 तक बहुत बड़े बड़े plans है government के. Based on that, we feel if generation increases, transmission and distribution will also increase, and subsequently requirement for transformers and subsequently requirement for CRGO steel cores will also go up. Based on that, we feel very positive and confident of the market. uh, with respect to the market size, I feel it is my assumption that the market is around 3 to 3.5 lakh tons in in terms of volume on an annual basis, and we are doing about close to 9,000 10,000 tons on an annual basis. So आप कह सकते हैं कि हमारा मार्केट शेयर ऑलमोस्ट 3% के
3%
आसपास
है. और नया एडिशन हो जाएगा तो अगर 18 19 हजार हो जाएगा आपका एट फुल कैपेसिटीज, यू कुड रीच दैट 5 6% ऑफ मार्केट शेयर.
Correct. And plus, there will be natural growth in the market also. That is also
Perfect.
expected.
Perfect. That the market is also going to grow
Correct.
organically. Wow. Got it. Got it. And as I said, the unorganized market is around 40 to 50%, is what I've read. So how do we differentiate ourselves that, or how do we get our brand recognized to cater to such competition in the unorganized market?
So, since the day one, my father and I mean, we have focused highly on quality, and that is the organization that we have built. Um, Based on the quality, we have been able to get our ISO certification. We are ISO 9001 certified, which defines quality management system. Based on that only, we have got power grid approval, as we already discussed. And based on that, we've been able to capture many customers who are quality conscious. So those customers are very, very particular about what kind of components they want for their transformers, because transformer is a very essential product equipment for the power transmission and distribution. So that is why I feel we are very confident. We are very poised to gain more market share, and uh, we being an organized player, we are going into segments which are more organized.
Got it. Got it. Sir, our main raw material is CRGO coils. And as per my understanding, that there are only two manufacturers in India. Matlab, there are only two people. So, is there any constraint sourcing the raw material? मतलब कुछ दिक्कत होती है क्योंकि दो ही player है.
सो हमारी प्रोक्योरमेंट जो होती है वो दोनों तरीके से होती है, डोमेस्टिक भी है, इंपोर्ट भी है. इनफैक्ट डोमेस्टिक ज़्यादा है, इंपोर्ट कम है. इंपोर्ट इज अबाउट 25-30%. But we buy from these steel mills who are making CRGO steel, as well as we buy from traders and stockists. And we have good relations with all the suppliers that we currently buy from. So we do not face any constraint as far as procurement of raw material is concerned.
Got it. So, but there are only two players in India, right? Who are
Correct. Correct.
manufacturers. Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
From which countries are we importing the raw materials? Like, is it China primarily, or are we importing?
Yes, there is a big. So from the import perspective, there is a big proportion from China, because China has a few mills, and then we are also importing from Europe.
So the transformer cost is around 10 to 12 lakhs per MVA. So what percentage of the total transformer cost is contributed by our products?
So as far as the cost of CRGO steel cores is concerned, I believe it varies a lot depending on the size of transformers, because transformer sizes are very variable, and there are multiple designs also. But I believe it is between 20 to 30% of the entire transformer. It is a very
And
important
the
component.
larger the transformer is, that ratio, how does that change?
The larger the transformer, the cost decreases.
Okay. So the Indian government has been very aggressive on the power sector, as we just discussed. So what kind of tailwinds do you see for the whole industry, and how do you see that translating, for us at a company level, government
Right.
policy?
So I think the government has a lot of focus on increasing the renewable sources of energy, like
Hmm.
solar and wind. So if that continues, there will be new sources of power generation, which will be solar and wind. So based on that, there will be new power infrastructure for power transmission and distribution also required. So transformers की demand वहाँ पर increase करेगी, and based on that CRGO requirement shall also increase.
So renewables में जो transformers use होते हैं, we are providing for them as well. Right?
Yes, there is as far as CRGO steel is concerned, there is no difference in terms of transformer. Transformer can be designed in different ways. Maybe solar के लिए design different हो सकता है, but CRGO steel के point of view से it is the same.
For us, it's the same.
Yes.
Also, so the company is expanding its portfolio, and we are getting into high voltage transformer classes like 400 and 765 kilovolt, which are basically employed at the power generation site. So what kind of machinery upgrades or process changes are needed at our end to expand into this portfolio?
So, like I said, currently we are working up to 220 kV class.
Right.
Uh, Now we have introduced a new plant, new facility, where we are installing new machinery, which will be catering to 400 kV and 765 kV class. So the requirement will be served by the new machinery, and there will be more space also. The capacity will be increased. So based on that, we'll be able to serve those customers. Also, there may be requirement of approvals, which we will see in the future.
Okay. And is there a difference in margin for the two classes of transformers?
Yes, I believe margins are better in higher range, higher rating of transformers, because competition becomes less and less.
Right.
Just to one question from my side. Could you give us a margin profile of your products? Like what at what margins do you operate currently? So just to have an understanding of the entire segment.
So right now our margins are at 6%, roughly 6.3%. The industry overall, I think, operates at pretty much this level, and we aim to increase the margin by going into 400 kV and 765 kV class transformer cores, as well as by expanding into exports.
How much would be the difference in between the high voltage? Like if we are shifting towards the high voltage transformation.
We are yet to see that, because we are still not in that segment, but we are hopeful that it will be a good increase.
Okay.
And what will that be as a percent of your total, products like going forward, like in the next 3 to 5 years? Will it be like 50-50, or how will the split be between the higher voltage?
That also depends on how many machines we purchase, because it is machine specific. So right now we have bought machines to cater to all kinds of demand, not just the higher rating, but also the lower rating, which can go into exports. So exports will be lower rating.
So apart from getting into higher voltage transformer classes, are we also looking to diversify into other kinds of end products?
In CRGO steel.
Yeah.
Okay, so what our plan is that we will first aim to fully utilize the new capacity that we are installing, because we are experts in CRGO steel. We can go up to full utilization. Once that is completed, then we will evaluate the market opportunities at that time, and hopefully we will take a decision at that time.
Currently, you are more focused higher.
Correct.
Also wanted to understand, how does our working capital cycle look like? And are we doing anything to further improve the efficiency in that, like managing our receivables or our inventory
So
level?
in the past, we have actually improved our working capital cycle. Um, Currently, our inventories are at level of 56 days, almost 2 months. Receivables and payables are almost also at 64 and 49 days. In FY25, we are actually raising funds to use for working capital. That is the main reason for the raise of funds. And with that funds, we aim to accelerate the growth. And so our aim is to pay the suppliers early and avail better purchasing terms.
Right. To help you with your margins.
Correct.
I also wanted to understand, what is your long-term vision for JB? So where do you see the company in the next 5 to 10 years, and what milestones do you wish to achieve for the
So
company?
there are many milestones to achieve. First, and the very starting milestone is this. I think this is not just the end of the journey. This is just the beginning of our journey. Uh, I have been in the company since the last 12 years. My father has been in the company since 35 years. And we are not looking to stop. We are looking to grow this company to greater heights, keeping in mind the value addition to investors, customers, suppliers, as well as employees. So that is our main aim.
So could you just give your details about the IPO, like when is it starting and how much funds you are raising?
So our IPO opens on 27th August and closes on 29th August. And we are raising a total sum of 88.9 crores.
Great. Great.
No, I was saying that the funds will primarily be used for working capital.
Yes. So there is a portion of working capital, general corporate expenses, and there is a portion of OFS.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content.